Hello everyone, this is Reporting from Ender Station brings you another part 3 of creating Itachi from Naruto. So this is what we're going to create today. We're gonna have our player transform into a bunch of crows that spawn in different heights. Then when you choose to, all of the crows will look at you, fly to you, and convert and transforming you into a player. You can repeat, change to another crow, fly up, and they're all gonna follow you. That's what we had last time. We are human, run around, jump around, blah blah blah. Boom, we're a crow. Actually, we're a bunch of crows. We can switch between them. And then we want to reappear as a human. We press 1 again and ta-da, we are a human. We want to change back and we can do it on and on and on. Now, we need the crows to convert onto us in the end, right? Because that's what Itachi is doing in the anime. So, going to go to project settings, okay, input, and create one action map. Now we are going to do a confirm respawn point. Okay, that's going to be left mouse button. Okay. That and well, we're gonna need another one, by the way. That's gonna be a pick respawn point, and that's going to be the right mouse button. The reason I'm not doing the confirm on the active jutsu is because we might want to attack with the left mouse, so I put it in a different keybind. That's it for now. Middle mouse to close it. Okay, so we're going to create new. We're gonna call confirm respawn point. Okay. Now we're going to do a check. B and if the jutsu is active. Okay, only if the jutsu is active, we will act. Okay. Now, if the jutsu is active, we're going to do a custom event just to make things a bit more organized. Go to player. Okay, go to player. Yeah, so go to player. So it's active, we are gonna call that. Now, I'm gonna do, okay, so right now, we're checking. Now we go to player, but first we need to do some things. Right now, okay, as it seems, we save some resources by creating the stack of all of the crows only when the player press tab and want to control the next crow, which we need to fix it. That is not what we need right now, so we're going to alt the connection between do once and get all and place this one at, let's see where, cooldown, jutsu is active, right? Spawning the crows, spawn the crow, spawn the crow. Okay, spawning all of the crows, we in the loop, and after we do that, we get all of them and do that. We can technically add them right after here, but this one is like we have all of the crows, everyone spawned. Always spawn, no, try to eject, but always spawn. Here we go. So this one will force a spawn of a crow, even if there is no space. It will try to do it. And okay. So we have that, which is lovely. So because we did that, we do not need the reset, right? And I accidentally did the recording already. did this, but there was no voice, so I need to redo it. So double click here, here guys, do find reference, and you will find this and another instant of that. Double click and delete them. Make sure to reconnect everything you deleted. I think it was here somewhere, right? Just delete this function, okay? So now when we press 1, we're creating the stack already, and we don't need to press tab to create a stack, which is lovely. And one okay, go to player, now confirm, right? We go to player, so we're going to go to the third person, and we're going to create a again. I thought I deleted that from the previous time, the mute recorded, but hey, we're going to wait. Yeah, it does not affect because I deleted everything. So blueprints, or not blue blade, enum. We're gonna call it crow state enum, so we know that it's enum, and we're gonna add 3 states. The one is going to be idle. Second one going to be fly to player, and the third one is going to be fly to point. Okay, so mostly because Itachi can choose if he wants, if transforming into a bunch of crows, he can choose if he wants all of the crows to come to this point and reappear here, or you want all of them to fly there and become Itachi here. Okay, it will make more sense later. So, and of course the third is idle, because, you know, if you don't want them to regroup, they're just idling. Anyway, okay, I don't know, I had a weird bug here. Anyway, so now that we did that, we are going to need to do some things in the crow itself. So let's go to the crow character and let's do some lovely stuff there. First of all, we want, by the way, to go to player, right? To go to player, we need to know where the player is. So the easiest thing to do is to create a function called player location, which, well, gonna do exactly what you guys think's doing. We're getting the root of everything, okay? So if this location control the location of everything, right? So we go that get world location, and then from the player return node, and just check it in. Pa-pam. Call it player location, and that's it for now, at least. We do not need that function anymore, because that's all we need. Yeah, we can call for it and do that, but I don't know. It's I feel at least it's saving sometimes, right? I feel at least. So we're going to refresh AI event, okay, and we're gonna do one parameter that calls regroup location. Regroup location, that's gonna be a vector, and another one, it's going to be No, I'll show you the other way around. From here, we're going to create, god damn it, spoilers. We're going to create one no, we're not going to create variable. We're going to promote that variable and call it regroup point. Okay. And then we're gonna do the crow state enum. Okay, and it's going to be a switch. And we're gonna take the selection and put it here. And we're gonna change it to crow state. We're gonna call this function, okay, refresh AI event. We're gonna plug that's explanation, okay, don't follow on. We're gonna call this function, okay, from the controller, and here we are easily be able to control this selection. So on idle, well, we're probably gonna do idle stuff, right? But for now, we are working on fly to the player. So as it's all things must stand, we're going to do a timeline and begin from start. Play from start. Okay. Inside, we're gonna do a 0.1 because I want that to play as in short interval, creating 1 on 0. Right click, add a key. Okay, so first key going to be on 0, value 0. The second one gonna be on value of 1 and time 0.1 at the end. Wait, F2 and alpha, call it alpha. So as it stands, we're gonna get, okay, so let me explain what we're going to do before I'm doing it and you're like, what the hell are you doing? What I want to do, okay, is when I press left click, okay, and I want to make all of the crows come to me, I want them all to look at me and fly to me. Now there is a problem, as much as I'm aware, in Unreal 4, that crows have AI, okay, AI in general, have a problem with fly up, okay? I tried and AI will stuck midway. So we're going to do something more hacky, let's say, something around this, by actually forcing them to move to you. So we need a timeline, okay, to make them move really short intervals, and while they're doing that, we're going to make them look at the player and actually force them to move. Okay, and we're doing that on 0.1 just to make the check that we will be able to check where are they every 0.1 second. Okay, if you want, you can reduce it more than that. You can reduce it to 0.1. Okay, that will be much faster. You will have to adjust the points as well. But as it stands, I feel like 0.1 is in a good spot where you don't really see that it's doing the constant checking. So the first thing we need to do is to make them look at the player. I mean, it's gonna be really weird if the AI would fly backwards to you. Just saying. If you want, you can keep it. So we're gonna take the capsule and get world location. Rotation, sorry. Get world rotation. Now, remember this point? Yeah, we're gonna need it now, by the way. So we're gonna take the regroup point get world. Oh wow, that's a word. Shova. No. We're gonna do look at. Okay, look at rotation. And the start point is gonna be this, right? So get world location. So yeah, we didn't need that. Okay, so what find look at rotation is doing? You're giving it's a function, okay, in the Unreal Engine, that you give it the location of A and the location of the target. This is what you want. This is what is standing, and this is what you need to look at. Okay, this is in the end, it's going to rotate you the whatever it start. No. How am I supposed? So, well, there are much better explanation than that. So, what is doing? You're giving it two vectors, and it's two locations, and it's telling you that how much this needs to rotate to look at that. Okay, that's what he's doing, pretty much. So now we need to rotate them, right? So we're gonna do that, and gonna do a lerp. What lerp is doing is picking a point between point A to point B based on the alpha. The alpha is here, so every point 1, the crow will rotate between his current location to the player location, okay, where he needs to look at. And now we're gonna set it to set world rotation to this. Okay, and this is going to be on update, and nothing happened. Why is that? Well, because we never called that. So if the player left click and the Jutsu is active, we are going to first of all crows in level, get a copy, and now we're gonna go whoopsie. Okay, so again, spoilers, don't worry, we're gonna do it. A controller ID. Okay, this is the crow that we are currently controlling. We're doing the check here, right? This is the crow that we're controlling. So we come here, say, hey, go to the crow that we're controlling, and now we're gonna go call the function player location and promote this to a variable, player location. Now, why we are saving it? Because we're going to tell all the other crows that are not controlled. Oopsie. Okay. For each loop. Okay. Now, we're going to do that, and now if we're gonna go out from the array and say, hey, you know what? Is that a player controlled, right? B, left click. If it's a player controlled, I want you to do absolutely nothing. Okay, we do not want to tell the player to fly to the player. We're gonna go from the false. Okay, first of all, we'll go here to get the option to AI event. Okay. We want to go from the array here, otherwise we will not get it. From the false, where are we gonna go? To here. What state do we want to go? Fly to player, and tam pam. And now they're all looking at me. Guys, they're looking at me. The crows are looking at me. Now, yeah, that seems weird that this crow over here, this one, doing a weird 180 like that. But think about it like that. You're fly, boom. They're all looking at you and start flying at the same time. If you want, you can make you can make another function that doing the rotation slower, but in the most part, and it's perfect. So right now they all look at me. Look at me, look at me, look at me, boom, look at me. Perfect, it's working. We know it's working, it's amazing. 10 out of 10. And now, what do we want to do? We're gonna go back to the crow character. So this one, okay, let's AI crows look at player crow. Okay, this is, you know, I'm not commenting that because this is, you know, just a, this is the result of a lot of that. So you see that, you will probably understand what those are doing, right? If you need, you can add more information. Anyway, we're setting the rotation, right? So again, I'm a lazy person, so I don't want to make those kind of long lines. If you want to, you can do it, but I'm going to duplicate the capsule. So we're going to do a get forward vector and add movement input 1. Okay. Let's see. Yee, they're coming, but hey, they're stuck, right? And I'm stuck actually. Oh no, I'm not. But you see that wait. Oh, okay. I need to actually click again and again and again and again and again and again. But you know, if you have like 10 crows, let's just show you crows to spawn. Let's say I'm spawning 10 crows. It's a ton of a lot, by the way. Okay, and now I'm pressing control, 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 control. I switch to this one. Okay, control, 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 and this one is pretty much, well, it's not stuck, but I mean, this is the most they can move, and if you're transforming like that to Itachi, it's a bit weird, right? So what we're going to do, go to the, oh, first of all, let me change it back to a reasonable number. For now, capsule going back, and we're going to do set collision enabled to no collision. And as it's supposed to work, they can go inside of me, but now the camera is a bit funky. So I'm going to get the mesh and I'm gonna pump it here, and that's supposed to fix it. Yes, because there is no collision. And now when the crows are in this position, this is the point where we want to make our Itachi appear. Okay. So for that, we are going to finish. Okay. In the finish line, we're going to do an if. Again, B and if. Okay. What we're going to check is if the location of the crow right now, of the capsule, okay? If the distance, okay, of the capsule to the regroup point is bigger than 50. Okay, if the line, okay, let's imagine that there is a line between those crows, right? If the line is bigger than 50 units, I think it's units, it's okay. If not, no, if the line is bigger than, which means they're very far away, right? Play from start. Else, that means the distance is fair. Okay, I'll just show you, okay? If the distance is so far away, here we go. But there, you know, there. So you saw that the crows continue to slide, and whoop, that's because of the point 1. It continuously gave them extra distance. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create a new timeline. Timeline number 2, which snap. Hello? Hello? I want to... Okay, never mind. Point 25. Okay, again, not too much time, but we're gonna need it. Add a function. And this function gonna be, again, called alpha. And we're gonna... Naming is not necessary, by the way. 1 extra here and 1 extra. The value is gonna be 1. And of course we want to be at the end of everything. Press 1 and that to show you all of the graph. And of course I like most of the time just change it to play from start, because sometimes I just call the function again and again, and you know, I find it more useful for me. So what we're gonna do is set world location at the update. That will okay. Before that, I'll show you. Okay, right now they are sliding a bit. Okay, we want to combat that. So what we're going to do is we're going to snap them to the regroup point. No, wait. First of all, we're going to do... I'm jumping ahead, okay? We're going to do a lerp, but this time it's going to be a vector lerp. Previously we did a rotator lerp. And the new location is going to be between point A, which is the player location, and I'm too lazy, and point B to do this. Okay, and how do we control the distance? That. So in the next 25 point seconds, okay, we're going to snap the location so it seems so natural. Okay, boom, it seems natural. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but it's amazing. And now we need to do one extra thing, and that is to create a variable and call it in posi... Wait a minute. Do I know position? I don't know. Let's call it position. It's false, and we're making it true. In the end, we want to tell the engine, the controller, hey mate, dude, I'm at location. Okay. And yeah, sometimes it's going to be like the here you go, like that. Sometimes it's gonna be like that the crows are snapping over there because of the timing and all of that, but in the end, most of the time it's gonna, even if it's gonna be like that, the player gonna be instantly transforming back to the player, to the human player. It does not even matter. Okay? I feel okay. Not okay. I'm saying too much okay. Okay. So right now we're going to the controller, refresh AI, and it's working. Now, as completed, we're going to do the crows in the level. We're going to create a copy of that, Control W, and we're going to do a crows in regroup point. And we're going to set this to have the value of the crows in the level. That is from the complete First of all, we're going to give all of the crows that are not collected by controlled by the player, tell them to fly to the player. Then we're going to get all of the crows in the stack, and now we're gonna check if they are in position. Remember, checking if they are in position. What we're going to do right now is that we are going to do an if statement. Now we're gonna check if the crows crows to spawn, I mean that's the number that we decided are going to be spawned, is smaller than the crows that in the location point, right? So promote to a variable, and we're gonna go to crows at regroup point. I prefer to have long names that I can understand them later than short names that will be like, what the fuck. But sometimes I'm like, hey, just checking stuff. So, gonna go at the regroup. Gonna do for each loop. And here we go. For each loop. Now, what we're going to do is in get in position, okay? If that is true, remove index, okay? Everything is in position and everything is a-okay. And now we are going to do remove index and crows in the regroup point. Okay, that's going to get crows in the regroup point plus. So we're gonna take the crow regroup point, the crow add point, and we're gonna add 1 to it because, you know, we removed 1, so we're gonna add 1. And we are going to do a delay of 0.1. And we're gonna continue moving the delay over and over, do this loop over and over again until and to the if, okay, to the check, to the branch. Now we have pretty much if no, let's, for now we're gonna print all in location. Yeah. So ta-tam, pam, and it's supposed to tell me that all are in location. Here we go, all in location, all in location. Yeah. The reason why we have to do the delay, I'll show you. If you remove the delay, it's the game is like wait, what? Weird. Usually what the game is doing is that it's telling me, oh yeah, by the way, oh yeah, here you go, here's the problem. In position. If it's not in position, we want it to go to the delay, right? So here is now, it's going to throw a delay that it's the fuck? That's the first time happening, by the way. I don't know. That's weird. Anyway. So usually what will happen is that it's going to think that it's an infinite loop. That's why you need the little delay here. I don't know why, for some reason, it's giving me those. That's not supposed to happen. Guess I ascended into Developer Plus Pro Deluxe Edition. that I have the freedom, or there was a patch, I don't know, but hey, I don't know. I don't think so. So, from the start, again, I just want to see that I did nothing wrong here, or okay. If that's true, get the crow from here, remove that index from here, and increase that. Okay, here we go. Here's the problem. This is the problem. Oh yeah, so yeah, here's the problem. If I'm going to do that, because I'm ignoring this part, because this is gonna happen only if I increase that by 1, and that is going to create an infinite loop. Here we go. Big brain. So yeah. The reason it's throwing an infinite loop is because it's going to the false a lot of time, and it's like, oh wait, it's just repeating itself, so what the hell? So we're gonna tell him, hey mate, take a small break, you know, you earned it, and all your problem in life got solved. Well, hopefully. Now, we became a crow, we flew around, and now all of the crows are in position. Yay! What we need to do is to, well, spawn the player. Where do we spawn the player? All right. Here, right? So what we're going to do here is going to create a custom event and spawn human, because it's a human in the end of scheme of things. So after we do that, we're going to delete and spawn human. After we spawn the human, by the way, we want to remember, kids, always reset everything. And it doesn't matter where you put it, but just remember, you can put it here when we reset everything, or because the player cannot activate the key again until the cooldown is off. So all of that is a big S reset, but this is a more dedicated place. But it doesn't matter. We're gonna take that. And we don't really need to reset the crows because we're removing the index every time and we're clearing it. But you know, for and the player location is going to be that doesn't matter. I don't. Okay, so you know, yeah, we're setting it here every time, so we do not need to reset it. This is the only thing we do need to reset. And now, boom, ta-da! We have a player. Boom. Hey, we have a player. Ta-ta-ta-ta, hop, whoop, boom, we have a player. Wonderful. Ah, so good. Okay, we did the first part, right? We did the part where all of the crows fly to the human and create it. But there is a little bit of a problem that you may note it, okay? If I press tab mid creation, the player get to a very interesting positions. To combat that, we go here to the spawn player, okay, and spawn is going to be spawn human, spawn human, spawn human. Here we go, the rotation here, okay. The rotation itself is going to be just disconnect that. That's gonna make it every time the human spawn is going to be on the 0, 0, 0 and nothing else, and that's pretty much it. And if you want another flavor, we are going to do a plus here. Yeah, previously I said that I don't care about that much, but you know, if you want extra flavor, just do the minimum of 0 or -0 and another number. So, and as you spawn the crows, they're gonna spawn at higher level than you, but not under you, because if they spawn under you, they might spawn under the map. Maybe -50. It's not close enough for them to appear there, but hey. Anyway, those are like small things that are nice. How long? Okay. So, as it stands, right now we have we have the ability to transform into a bunch of crows, and all of them fly to us. And just as a proof of concept, crow to spawn. Let's say no spawn. Let's say 10 crows. Okay, ta-da! We're 10 crows. Look at those beautiful little creature. Now, boom! It's gonna count them, and boom! In the end, we're gonna have our player spawned again, which is lovely. I mean, amazing work, 10 out of 10. Oh, I need to stop hitting the mic. So, what do we need to do now? Okay, we need to create the crows, all of the crows, to spawn into a specific location, right? So this is not a big thing that we need to do, but the video itself is pretty long. So yeah, I guess we will see you guys in part 4 to wrap it up. Just it seems like the fly up and down is working, but if you still have that, and I'm not sure if I did show that on stream, this is how you fix it. Just check if yours is well. Get control, get up vector, break it into Z, go down, break to Z. Here, go scroll down, make, just connect the Z, scale with the axis, and the fly, we did it here, edit, project, and where is fly, QNC, one and minus one. That's pretty much it. So, thank you guys for coming, thank you for watching, and of course, I'll see all of you guys in part 4. Well, I thought I will make it 3 part, but hey, part 4 it is.